Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Short Pit, a NASCAR podcast. I'm your host, Caleb Chesney. Alongside me, as usual, is my co-host, Chris Prince. Chris, how are you?
Well, there we go. I was going to say I was a little muted, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right today, for sure.
That's a good sign for things to come.
Yeah,
Like I
no
said
kidding.
pre-show, if we have to deal with technical difficulties, I will punch a baby turtle.
Well,
But hopefully it doesn't come to that. We got Bristol weekend to talk about. Seabell wins the truck race. Zillich wins the O'Reilly Auto Parts race. Ty Gibbs gets his first career win in the Cup Series. Big time return for a driver. Not really. It wasn't really a big time return. It's just happy he's back.
yep.
Alex Bowman. Short track changes make a difference. Weekly awards, weekly stuff. You know the deal by now. If you watch
You know
enough,
how we
you
do.
know the deal by now. So
Right.
let's just get into what went down at Bristol. We can start with the truck race. I will fully admit that I don't know if I watched any of the lower series this weekend. I think I was busy. I
That's
worked
fair.
Friday, and then I was doing stuff on Saturday, so I didn't miss. I missed all the lower series. But yeah, Seabell wins the truck race after Corey Heim is collected in a late wreck.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Heim was having a really good race, and then was looking like he was going to win the. I can't remember what they call it there. The Dash for Cash, basically, is what it is. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Series does the Dash for cash, but and then got collected because Christian Eckes basically came down or
Oh, I
misjudged.
did watch the truck race. Yes, I do remember that. Okay.
Yes, Eckes was like, "Nah, I'm good." Kicked him to the side. So that was after that. It was all right. I mean, Seabell, and then you had Kyle Busch up there. You had a few Cup drivers, as we talked about last week in the field. So it was pretty cool to just see the trucks kind of move around on the track because up to that point, it wasn't a really good race. It was kind of boring.
Mm. And Zillich wins the O'Reilly Auto Parts race. After battling with Larson for a while.
Yeah, he battled with Larson and Cruz, who drives for JGR. But it looked like a belt to ass early on from Larson, which I wasn't surprised at first. And then Bristol does what Bristol does and introduced some chaos. And it allowed for the battle to get a lot closer because of strategy. You know, some took tires, some stayed out. And shout out to that series. I mean, I feel like their short track package is really on par a lot. And that race showed it.
And Ty Gibbs scores his first win in the Cup race, much like the Xfinity race, it sounds like. Xfinity. O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. Larson was looking like he was running away with it for a lot of the juncture of the race. Blaney was right there, but Gibbs, I mean, he had a really slow start. He started off on the grid like 4th or 5th.
Yep.
And then he drops like a tank down to 10th for most of the first stage. Comes back, finishes like 9th for the second stage. And then he ends up being a contender for the win at the end. And he fights off a Cup Series champion and a 2-time Cup Series champion, a defending winner at Bristol in Larson.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ty Gibbs scores the first win of his career. There was no Mickey Mouse Nepo baby thing about it. He just went out there and did it.
Went out there and did it. I mean, I can't even take that one from him, and I can nitpick stuff when it comes to NASCAR drivers. But I mean, he went out there and proved it. Like you said, he fell quick like a tank, and then consistently, he didn't get frustrated. I think that was the biggest thing. Like you've heard him on the radio in the past, he was getting pretty irritated with how the car was handling, how other people were driving, but he was just consistent this week, and you could tell when he parked it in victory lane. Like I thought he was going to lose it that last lap, but it was a good race. I mean, good race for him, especially with all the stuff that's been brought up about him and things that are out of his control, outside his organization. So it was good to maybe shut some haters up for Ty Gibbs.
Speaking of keeping things consistent, we had a big time return this weekend. Alex Bowman surprisingly comes back a week earlier than scheduled here at Bristol.
Yep.
Qualifies 29th, 28th. is running 29th or 28th when the SVG spins out. John Hunter Nemechek runs out of talent, forgets how to drive, floats up into the top lane, and kills his day, Bowman's day, and SVG's day was already done.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Alex Bowman back on track. Good to see that.
Very good.
Not great to see that nothing's changed as far as car speed, as far as qualifying speed, as far as, race speed. And like he never really left that 28th, 29th positioning or whatever reason. A lot of reasons.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the return you wanted on the track. It was like a unexpected return off the track when he announced it. Of course, like you said, on par with how we do things around here. Breaking news gets dropped after we record.
It literally was hours after we wrapped up.
So that was pretty cool. I was watching the morning drive on Sirius on the NASCAR channel, and they were like, "We have breaking news," and I immediately was like walking out of the room and just stopped. I was like, "What's going on?" And they were like, "Alex Bowman will be cleared to race this weekend at Bristol." Shot you a text and shot it in the group chat.
Yeah, everybody was texting me when they heard that.
It was good to see him back on the track, but it kind of, like you said, nothing's changed.
Back to normal.
Car. Yeah, absolutely.
Caught up in a wreck. It's not his fault, and sticking in the back of the pack because they can't qualify well. They can't get track position. Imagine if they had just taken 2 tires like Elliott and Barry did at the end of stage 2 there.
I mean, it would have been smart, in my opinion, to take that and get some track position, and then you lessen that chance for the chaos and being involved in that chaos. But most of Hendrick struggled on Sunday. Like even Chase, when he took those 2 tires, Barry held pretty strong. He fell back, and Byron went 3 laps down. It felt like
very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly. So Larson was the only consistently challenging car for HMS at Bristol, and that was kind of crazy to see because it just tracked with Darlington too. If you remember, HMS was just kind of non-existent. So,
well, they'll head to Kansas next week, but we can stick on Bristol for one more second here. Yeah. Obviously, they came in with a new short track package, more horsepower, less downforce. Did it make a difference?
For me, I liked it. Yeah,
I don't think it made much of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, not really. Nothing really looked too different.
The tires didn't wear at all.
No, honestly, the tires didn't wear at all. Nothing like what we saw last fall or last spring on TV. Their tire wear was inconsistent. I've seen arguments that the passing was inconsistent. So that one I don't really see, but it didn't make a difference to me. I think you need to keep experimenting with that, because the short track package still needs some work. It seems a little inconsistent right now.
I don't know what happened with the tires. Was it just too much rubber built up on the track that there was nowhere for the tires to wear? Maybe.
I mean, Blaney commented on the bumps and the corners from the rubber buildup, how it was hard to keep the car on the bottom of the track because of it. So I mean, it's possible. I mean, it was just. You would think, though, with the track temp being hot, things like that, it would have wore a little more.
Right. I don't know.
We don't work for Goodyear, though, so I guess that would explain why.
Kind of disappointing. I don't want to say it was a bad race because I don't think it was a bad race.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have voted good race on the Gluck poll. I think the end was really compelling.
The end was
obviously Ty gives his first career win, gives it a bump, but I don't know if I'd call it a good race. It was fine.
Mediocre, maybe, because I feel
one of the races of all time. Where's that option?
Yep, there you go. One of the races.
It's by far probably the weakest Bristol race since Larson put belt to ass. In the fall race of 24.
Go back to the softer tire. I don't know that I saw something, but never was able to confirm it, that they did mess with the compound a little bit. Not crazy, but don't do that. Just go back to what you had before last year. Because I think it helped the product. Maybe the passing still wasn't as consistent as some would want, but the tire wear helped a lot of the product, in my opinion.
But yeah, let's hand out some awards. Who's your terrorist of the week this week?
Ricky Stenhouse.
For what?
Drove through Brad Keselowski.
Yeah. You don't blame TJ for like Ricky did?
No. I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it to Ricky there, because he didn't make an effort after he was in him to get off. He just kind of kept going. So, but that's kind of par for Ricky and what he's done in his career. But he can get a Terrace of the Week award from me.
I'm gonna give it to Kyle Busch.
Ooh, I like that.
Listen, I know that the Riley Herbst thing was payback, but you did that payback in a really pivotal moment in the race, like 2 laps to go. In the middle of a battle. Like, yeah, that's awfully selfish of you.
Awful.
Kyle Busch is on like serious washed up alert. That car is not. He cannot get anything out of that car. For a guy who is one of the most talented drivers of all time, he cannot get any speed whatsoever from this car.
Yeah.
He's been largely uncompetitive for a long time now.
Yeah.
When's the last time Kyle Busch was contending for a win?
Oof. I mean,
Toto last year?
Yeah, maybe you could argue.
Toto last year, a couple of runner-ups in 24.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while. Like you know it's been a while. Everybody knows it's been a while. Heck, it's like you said, really close to washed up. Like it really, really is reminiscent of Jimmy in the last few years at HMS. Like you could just tell he's not competing. The car's maybe not up to par. It doesn't have the speed, whatever it may be. It's kind of sad to see in a way, too, because you either loved or hated Rowdy, and now people are starting to just be like, it's just a shame to see a guy like that go out like this.
I don't want to steal the words right out of Denny's mouth, but people are like, oh, just have him leave RC. Do you guys think it gets better? Like, what evidence do you have that this is going to get better if he leaves RCR and goes to freaking, I don't know, Legacy Motor Club when they get that another charter?
Yeah, no, I mean,
what makes you think it's just going to magically get better?
No, I mean, I don't see it either. I'm with Denny on that. It's a lateral move. Most of the seats that come open. I mean, unless there's something that we don't know, and he's got.
Oh, he's gonna go to the 48.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody
he's
wants
gonna go to the 48.
That.
Everybody's talking like Mr. Hendrick and Jeff Gordon don't know that this guy doesn't have it anymore, at least for this car.
Yeah, I mean, they'd be blind to not see that. No offense. Like, I love Mr. H as a fan and Jeff, but they'd be blind to think that that's going to be an improvement. I don't think it gets better. Kyle wants specific things out of this car, and I don't know that he can get it out of this car. But also, even with good equipment under him, like I said, I don't know that that's really going to help. It's just hard to catch up with changes sometimes, especially in a sport like this. Other drivers get better, cars change, some get better engineers, some teams lose engineers. So, I mean, it's hard to keep up, and it's just at this point you don't have the practice that he was used to in his prime at JGR because pandemic era changes, things like that. So I don't think it gets better. Why would he leave? Just ride out your contract and then ride off to the sunset. And unless maybe Spire is like, hey, we're done with Michael McDowell or Daniel Suarez didn't live up to expectations. You want to come finish out your career here with us? Because he has that.
Probably do. And I think that would be an improvement.
A little bit.
But I don't think he's going to be running all that competitive anywhere he goes, including Hendrick.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Christian Eckes gets honorable mention.
Honorable mention. I like it.
And Ryan Blaney's pit crew.
Yes. It's hard to not give Ryan Blaney's pit crew the award. Like, golly.
Your driver of the week.
Driver of the week. I went with a few O'Reilly drivers, but I'm going to continue it this week once again and give it to Brent Cruz. Like, he was running with 2 full-time Cup drivers in Zilich and Larson. He overdrove it a little bit, but I can't really say I blame him. If I was running with arguably the best race car driver on this continent, and someone that's deemed the NASCAR Max Verstappen, that would be a little bit intimidating, I'm sure. And he was out there showing out, keeping a hold of a car that he probably should have wrecked a few times too. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Cruz.
I'm gonna give it to Ty Gibbs. Congrats on your first win, kid.
That's right.
I like to say that because he's 8 months younger than me. All right. What's after this? weekly stuff. Yippee. All that
Yippee.
fun stuff.
Super exciting stuff.
Nothing's worse than dead air when I'm typing timestamps. I don't want to just be like silent when people are listening. All right. Gabe Hart's versus Gibbs update. They're down there in court.
Yep.
Obviously, still battling this thing out with the espionage and all that fun stuff. JGR filed a declaration from competition committee alleging Chris Gabehart being at Bristol wearing radios and looking at data that he may be engaging in the kind of activities I would expect from someone performing competition director-related duties. Gabehart is under a court order not to perform similar duties to his former JGR competition director role. Spire has previously stated that his role is not the competition director, that Matt McCall does those similar duties. Yes, this is getting petty.
Yeah, it's getting real petty. Like, this adds to what I saw last week. Their VP at JGR was on the morning drive on Sirius and was like, imagine if you worked at Coke your whole life and then you just magically stole the Coke formula out of the vault and went to work at Pepsi. That's kind of how we have to treat this. And I'm like, that's a big stretch there, bud. Like, no offense. Like, you sound really petty. Like, oh, they left us and didn't do what we wanted, so now we're coming after them. Is kind of what that sounds like in a way. I get it. There's secrets in the sport. Like, we've seen video footage on TV broadcast blurred out because people didn't want setups to be seen on suspension. So I get that, but at the same time, wow, like, it does seem really petty to just be like, oh, he was wearing a radio. He's violating the court order to not do what he's supposed to.
Yeah, it's stupid. This is getting stupid.
Yeah. I agree.
Blaney's got some pit crew changes. The Jackman swaps with the 21 team. I think they just need to like swap the entire team. Like, they were all bad. It wasn't just the Jackman.
Yeah. The Jackman was not the problem, in my opinion, or the only problem anyway. Golly, my phone won't be quiet right now. Sorry.
Getting popular today.
Yeah, no, it's just my sister and my wife in a group chat that we have.
Oh, good.
I mean, Larson said it too at the end of that race. What more can you say about Blaney's pit crew when another driver calls it out? Like, that's pretty bad. He was like, Blaney had the best car on the track, but his crew, pit road issues. Like, I was looking before the race. I found a site that kind of just averages out times, things like that, goes over like pit crew averages. There were only 6 teams worse than Blaney's to this point after Bristol. And they're not competitive teams, I can assure you.
The 48 team?
No, believe it or not. You
There's
had
7.
SVG, Cody Ware, Cole Custer, Riley Herbst, and then there was, I think, Josh Berry, believe it or not, was the only one down there that I would consider a competitor, in my opinion, at more tracks than road courses anyway. So changes had to be made, but if you look at stats like that, why would you take them from the 21 team? I saw that Front Row has developmental Penske crews. They are supplied the crews from their pit crews from Penske. Todd Gilliland's crew has been like the top of the line this year. If that's a Penske crew, no offense, but I'd go poach it. At this point, because Todd Gilliland's not contending for a championship. You can't have a driver that like Blaney who's contending for a championship, losing spots on pit road with the first pit stop.
I think he's lost more spots than anybody on pit road by like 87.
Yeah, it's insane the amount of spots he's lost on pit road. But you could also give him an award for like driving his ass off because dude's got some serious talent to make up the
he
spots
shouldn't have been competitive, and he was.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. So changes are needed. I just don't know that these are the right changes. Like, we'll see this Sunday, I guess, is the best way I can explain that.
232. What else do we got? No Truck Series race this week.
Yep.
Everybody's headed out to Kansas, including the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. Yeah, they kick off at 7:09 on the CW. But no trucks until Texas.
Yep, till Texas.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. They've got a short schedule, which I mean it's expected. But I wonder if you're going to hear something about Corey Haim coming out and declaring for a championship after the run at Bristol. I've saw a lot of.
Explain to me the deal with that. I don't quite get it.
Okay, so basically, from what I've understood and looked into with this, going into Bristol, he was basically sharing the points lead with Caden Honeycutt, the truck that he drove last year. He's not run the whole season, so technically he can't contend for a championship. But people are arguing, and he didn't necessarily say that it wasn't in the future for him. He, options come and options go. He said sponsors are showing up for us to maybe have more opportunities and things like that. So he didn't necessarily decline it, but people made the argument since Corey LaJoie took over the 10 truck and is able to run for points, that he should be able to declare, since he's run less races, but he's still leading the points, arguably, too, that he could run. There are different situations if you think about it, right? Like Corey LaJoie got thrust into a ride because of someone's stupid mistake. Corey LaJoie is forced to be there in a way. Well, I mean, he wasn't forced, but the seat was more so something that he didn't necessarily plan on taking. Corey Haim could have planned to run a full series this year if he wanted to. Like, I'm sure they could have somehow got sponsorship for those trucks. And if not, they could have run some Toyota sponsorship on him for how good the kid drives. So before Bristol, they wanted to hear it. I don't know that they heard what they wanted to hear, like he wasn't going to do it or he was, but I think that you probably are going to get some more clarification before Texas on this.
Why hasn't he run a full sponsorship? Is why he hasn't run a full season?
Apparently, from what I've saw, that and he's got more Cup Series races this year with 2311 than he's had in the last few, and he's running a few O'Reilly Series opportunities too. So his schedule is a little more filled, but a lot of these truck races aren't like he would be going across the country to drive a Cup race and then going back across the country to drive the truck race, or vice versa. They're relatively close the rest of the season, so he could make it work if he wanted to with his Cup schedule right now. And he could go and probably win another championship, some argue too. So I don't know what's going to happen. Like, if he wants to do it and the sponsors are now coming to the table, I don't know why you wouldn't. Let him go out and win back-to-back championships and show that, the kid deserves a Cup ride. But still, that's kind of the argument I've heard, whether he should or shouldn't be able to, because it was voluntary that he wasn't running the full season.
Got any expectations for the Kansas race this weekend in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series?
It should be a good race. I mean, I don't think it'll be as good as the Cup race, because I think the Cup cars perform a little better on these tracks. But I think it should be a good race, because the O'Reilly race that series does put on a pretty good, race week in and week out. I think they even winded up, if I'm not mistaken, they were really close or beating some hockey broadcast on the actual national channels on the CW last Saturday. So, I mean, they're performing, they're grabbing views, and a lot of the views, believe it or not, are from younger audience on the CW. So they're bringing in fans over there. I think it should be a good race. I have no reason to not think it'll be a good race, but don't be surprised if it's a junior motorsports car, because I think that's just their track, their type of track anyway.
And we can talk about the Cup Series.
Just moving right along today, aren't we?
Yeah, gotta love it. Late start and everything, and we're still gonna upload probably around the same time, maybe just an hour later.
It happens. I like it though. Short pits around here.
Yeah. I forgot to check the weather. Where's the track in Kansas?
Ooh.
I don't know if I've ever looked that up.
Yeah, I don't either. That's a good. Yeah, hold on. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in. It didn't give me it didn't give me a city. Yeah, it didn't give me a city at all. It just says Kansas Speedway. It just gives me weather for that.
Well, all right, we'll take it.
No rain Saturday or Sunday. 56 degrees on Saturday, 71 degrees on Sunday. Should be a nice day.
Yeah. really pretty day. A little warm day, warmer than the O'Reilly's race. It looks like, at least right now. So I think it'll
Apparently
be.
it's in Kansas City.
Huh,
But
good to
the
know.
Kansas City.
So Kansas,
Which I guess
City.
it makes sense because the freaking casino is like not that far away.
Yeah, you can see it from the track. So
It's on the outer parts of the city, but it's Kansas City nevertheless.
Nevertheless, I like Kansas.
It's the Kansas side, so it doesn't have as much as the Missouri side. But
this would be one of those races. This is one of those races that I want to go see out west. So because I am, from the East Coast, that would be one.
damn,
Nothing really to do.
Kansas is out west for you.
Yeah, it is. It is for me. I mean,
talking to the guy who spent a lot of time in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, it's hard for you to think that because you've been further west than me. So,
well, you go check out the fall Phoenix race at some point, or maybe the spring. The spring's also nice.
Yeah, I'm down. We're gonna eventually get to. I want to get to all of them at some point. So,
Jesus Christ, if we do one a year, we're gonna be doing this till we're freaking 50, 60.
Well, nah. I mean, I'm eventually not gonna have kids to take care of. Caleb, come on, we might be able to bump it up to 2 a year.
It's true. Yeah, make it up to New Hampshire and Watkins Glen.
Yeah, see, I got to get up north. See, we might need to go up north to those tracks, and then we'll focus on out west.
Yeah. Do a live and in person program. I don't even know if we have a setup for that.
You might have the laptop, but I don't. I have a decent camera, so we could possibly do it. Possibly.
That's a lot of stuff to finagle.
Yeah.
And then we're relying on Airbnbs to have nice setups.
Yeah. Got to worry about good Wi-Fi because we already struggle with that.
Well, no, we don't need that if we're recording in the same room.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we can just record it, and then, we can record it here. We don't need internet for that.
Would be there, yeah. So maybe. You're flying a lot though. So we couldn't do it for Darlington this year.
I wouldn't even bother. Darlington's gonna be weird because we're flying in. I'm flying in on Thursday.
Yeah,
and we usually record on Thursday.
Yep.
Actually, if I leave late enough, we can maybe do it.
Maybe. We'll see.
I'm gonna be focused all day about the airport and all that mess. So maybe we record on Wednesday.
We'll see what happens.
It's still 5 months away? 5
months.
4.5.
4.5.
I haven't even bought airfare yet. I'll probably do that next week. I'll wait for next week.
Hey, do what we got to do. We're gonna get to
prices are not changing. So
there you
go. So that's the weather. Expectations. This is one of the best tracks with the next gen car.
Yep.
It hasn't put on a dull race, I don't think, in a while.
No.
I don't think so. I think I can remember every race I got into this in 2023. The first one was Larson driving across Denny's bumper and eating the wall.
Yep.
At the end there. And then Reddick, I think, won the playoffs.
Yeah.
In 24, you had was that the great finish in the spring between Larson and Buescher?
Yep.
The fall of 24. That was God, who won the fall of 24?
So I know Chase won last fall. I'm trying to
25,
think.
Yep. And Larson won the spring.
Yep, Larson won the spring. Who did win the fall race?
In 2024.
That's a good question.
Was it
Ross
William
Chastain?
Byron? Oh, that's right. Okay. I remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah. He was out of the playoffs then.
Yeah, and he took, wasn't it Blaney? I think he took that from Blaney and Logano, maybe. I can't remember that.
Yeah, I want to say that was a Penske dominated race.
Yeah, because nobody expected it, and then Ross Chastain took the win. So,
what do you know?
The Melon Man.
He took it from Byron.
Nice.
And Truex was third.
Truex. Throwback.
We're 2 years removed from the Martin Truex experience.
2 years. I mean, It's crazy to think about because I've watched Martin Truex for a long time in the Cup Series. So it's crazy to think he's been gone 2 years. He's probably fishing somewhere. He doesn't care about
Yeah.
NASCAR.
Oh, there's a reason nobody's heard from him.
That's right.
All right, let's go into DraftKings, the unofficial sportsbook of this podcast. If you have a sportsbook and you want to sponsor us, our wallets and ears are listening.
You can hit us up on our Facebook page.
Yep, it's true. We got groups this weekend, and we got matchups.
Ooh.
Do I usually start with groups, or do I usually start with matchups?
Since we have matchups, we can start with matchups.
You mean groups?
Well, yeah. God.
Group A. Denny, Larson, Bell, and Briscoe.
Ooh. I'm going to go Larson. Yeah.
Group B. Reddick, Blaney, Byron, Elliott.
Give me
I
Reddick.
don't think you can go wrong with any of these guys either.
Yeah, no, but I'm going to take Reddick here. I think he's probably going to be contending this year.
Yeah, I'd agree. Group C. Gibbs, Wallace, Logano, Hocevar.
Ooh.
I'll take Bubba.
Yeah. I was going to say Bubba, maybe Ty, because he could be riding a little bit of momentum. But yeah, Bubba seems like the safer pick.
Busher, Keselowski, Chastain, Bowman.
Oof. Bowman's speed is bad. We just talked about that a little bit. The car, anyway.
I'll take Hez.
Yeah.
It's an interesting pick.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick. I think that's fair. What are we winning? Did you look this time?
Larson, Reddick, Bubba, Brad. Put $100 down on that. You're making 10.5 grand.
10.5 grand.
And taxes and whatnot. But
yeah, well.
Reddick versus Larson.
Larson.
Byron versus Blaney.
I'd like to go Byron. Yeah, I'm probably going to go Blaney, though. Blaney's been a better car.
I don't think Byron's giving us a reason
to
take him. Gibbs versus Bubba.
I'm going to go Bubba, but that one could go either way, depending on how Ty shows up this weekend.
Chase versus Ross.
Chase. I mean, I
don't think Trackhouse has been super competitive this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my argument there, too. Trackhouse has not showed me much.
Denny versus Bell.
Give me Denny.
Logano versus Busher.
I'm going to take Busher.
Yeah.
I think he needs a turnaround a little bit anyway, like a major one. So I think he could do that.
Larson versus Briscoe.
Larson.
So on that's we cannot parlay 7 picks. So let's just say we put 10 on each. It doesn't give you that final number.
Well then.
16 plus 17 plus 19 plus 14 plus 16 plus 19 plus 15. I don't know. But
yeah.
There you go.
A lot of money, maybe. There we go. We'll just say that.
Enough to buy 2 pizzas. That's enough.
That's enough. Yep, enough to buy 2 pizzas.
How many pizzas do you have to order at your household when you get it? 2?
At least 2. Yeah.
At least 2.
Yeah, at least 2. If you have kids, friends,
and all the different toppings that people want, like how do you accommodate for fucking all those people?
Most of the time, we kind of go cheese and pepperoni, and you get to pick what you pick at this point. But my oldest likes pineapple and ham on his pizza, so he gets a half pineapple and half ham.
Hell yeah, brother!
So
I'm with it.
He gets his own half.
I'm with it.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gotta make everybody happy if you can.
No,
if you can.
I liked that a lot when I was a kid. That was my go-to for a while. Now that I eat meat and stuff because I was a vegetarian until I was like 13. So I didn't get the ham with it. And I usually don't enjoy ham now. Like if I'm getting a Hawaiian, I'm fucking loaded that thing with like bacon too.
There you go.
I can't do just ham. I think that's kind of gross, especially if like it's the tiny little like square cuts. Those are nasty.
No, can't do those. They mess up that's just a texture thing, right? It just messes everything up. So
yeah. Winners Club. Back these 2026 winners to finish in the top 10. Blaney, Reddick, Gibbs, Elliott to all finish in the top 10. I like that a lot.
I like that. Yeah.
Denny and Larson to finish top 3. Plus 487.
I don't hate that, but both of them top 3, I might be a little bit of a stretch. It's happened before, but
It's probably 1-2.
yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly.
Bell, Briscoe, Byron. Bell finishes top 3. Briscoe finishes top 5, and Byron finishes top 10.
Man, Briscoe's had speed, but horrible luck. Byron's just not showed me anything this year. I'm not too confident in that one as much as I'd like to be anyway.
Larson to win plus 500.
I don't mind that.
Joey to win plus 2,000.
I like the winnings there, but I have no confidence in Joey right now. And that's not just because I dislike him as a fan. That car has not been, in my opinion, super competitive, uberly competitive anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've gotten to the end here. We're gonna make our eliminator pick.
Which I did win again last week. So
back on the scoreboard.
Back on the scoreboard. That's right.
What's the season total so far?
Let's see.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to 4.
I like it.
So I lost last week, so I got to go first because John Harnuja can't drive.
That's not surprising.
Ran out of talent.
That's right.
At Kansas. Oh, boy.
You're going to go with a ringer this week to get back on the board?
A ringer?
Yeah, a ringer? You're going to go waste one of your good drivers?
No, on Kansas, no.
No?
No. Well, find good driver. One.
Your big teams, like a Larson, Elliott, Gibbs, like a Hamlin.
Who I was going to take is not good here at all. So that's a shame.
Wait, before you pick, I do have a question because we've not defined this yet. What is the policy on the same driver?
We cannot take the same driver. Okay, if I take one, you cannot take it.
Got it. Just wanted to make sure I was clear on that for this week, just in case.
Yeah, let's just both take Denny Hamlin. Like, what's the point of that? Who have I taken so far? I've taken John Hunter, Gilliland, Byron, Suarez, Barry, Reddick, Bush, Stenhouse. Okay. In that case, I'll take Chris Buescher.
I like it. It's a good pick. He was on my list. I like him for a road course because eventually you're gonna.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. I probably should have taken Kez. That's okay.
It happens.
I'm not a bitch. If I'm locking it in, I'm locking it in.
Lock it in. I like it. I'm gonna go with a Ford driver as well, but I'm gonna go with Noah Gragson. Didn't finish.
I'm putting belt to ass this week.
Yeah, you think so? We'll see what happens. I mean, he didn't finish good last fall, but he's finished 14th, 18th, and 9th before that. So he's decently consistent here.
Okay, Chris Buescher, 15th, 8th, 11th, and 2nd.
Be quiet. I'm not trying to use my good drivers yet.
He did finish 23rd in the fall of 23. But before that, 17 and 15.
So pretty good here. I'm not surprised, though. I mean, it's Buescher. He's gotten better over the last few years.
Alex Bowman in the top 7 as far as averages go here. Finished 28th in the fall last year. But I want to say he wrecked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Got into the wall.
But before that, I mean, from 2022 on, 9th, 4th, 10th, 7th, 6th, and 5th.
I hope they unload with speed this week.
The whole team. Like, Hendrick just needs to fucking...
Yeah. I mean, other than Larson. But, I mean, you're Kyle Larson and Cliff Daniels. So, I mean, HMS needs something. It's kind of pathetic in a sense to watch. Since I mean, Martinsville was awesome for Chase, but other than that, like Larson's been the only really super like competitive for wins driver over there.
And Byron hasn't been competitive in a little bit.
Yeah, William Byron's just non-existent. Are they saving their 3 wins for like the second half of the summer?
No, yeah.
Maybe?
Now they're not going to win until like Labor Day.
Labor Day, at least Labor Day. I like it. Maybe they'll, turn it around and they'll win a championship this year. Maybe I don't know. I don't like it though.
Okay.
I don't like it at all.
No. All right. Now let's hit the outro. Anything to say to the fine people at home?
Nothing that I've not already said before. You know how to get in contact with us, follow us, like us, all that good stuff.
Yeah, way to be super enthusiastic about that.
Listen. I'm trying my best here, okay? Trying my best. Yeah, it is a Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, so.
And you took your day off today. Do you work on Fridays usually?
Yeah, unfortunately, but I get the weekend off, which is nice as a race fan and a college football fan this fall. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, you hate your job so much. I mean, you could come work up here.
Listen, they gonna pay my relocation fees? Because that's the biggest
Probably not.
problem. Yeah.
Probably not. Yeah. You can make decent money, but
yeah,
I don't know if they're gonna give you a sign-on bonus.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that, but because moving 6 people that far is not gonna be cheap. So no, it was not cheap to move them an hour from where we did. Well, don't ever look at the price of a U-Haul. Have you ever used one?
Yes, I have. I used one to get into here.
They are stupid. I imagine.
Yeah, but I moved about an hour and a half of that. My next move is probably going to be like 20 minutes, maybe.
Well, there you go.
Maybe. I could probably stay in the same city, and it's not going to be a problem. We're looking at an apartment like a fucking two roads down. So.
Well, there you go. That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Nope. Hopefully I get a bigger room because this one's fucking cramped. Anyway, that's the show. Like, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Instagram, really. We need followers on there. It's not.
I don't know how you work Instagram. I don't.
Yeah. I'm learning. I'm not really good at it. So
if you know how to work social media, take it off our hands, please. That'd be great.
We can't pay you. Let us be very clear with that. Cannot pay you.
It's just for fun.
Yeah. We'll monetize it. If we monetize it, then we can talk about payments. But
yeah, we'll give you freaking 15 cents
on the dollar. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next time.
That sounds about right. We'll see you after Kansas as we head into Talladega. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah, I bet.